video inside the text is a really cool effect which can greatly enhance the quality of your video. Initially, I only wanted to show you one way of creating this effect in the Diffusion page of DaVinci Resolve. However, a few days ago I upgraded this amazing software from DaVinci Resolve 16 to 17 and found out there is yet another way of creating this effect, but this time in the edit page. So I will show you both ways of creating a video inside the text and you will decide which one is the most efficient and most suitable for you. Let's have a look. We start in the edit page. Go to the media pool area. If you do not see this area, you can click this button to activate or deactivate. Right click in this media pool area and select the new Fusion composition. Now you can create a name to your liking. I will call it Video Inside Text. And click Create. That will create this file here and then double click on it, which will bring you to the Fusion page. You can already see we've got this media out, which will be our output. However, it's happening nothing because we need to first create this effect. As a first step, we'll click on this background icon in this toolbar and drag it to the node area. Click on the background and you can see any color of your background. I will keep it black in this case. I will briefly explain the viewer section. You can have either one or two viewers in this section here, which you can activate by this icon. Now you can see you have two different viewers. You can create one by clicking on this item. To display the viewer here, you can see under each node you have two dots, which represents which viewer you are going to use. At the moment, we have highlighted the second viewer of the output. However, you don't see anything because we haven't connected yet anything. But if I click on the background and select the second viewer, you will see already the black background which we have selected. Next step will be to create the text. Go to this toolbar, click on the text and drag it to the node area. You can also click on the viewer, on the second viewer, to see what's happening on the screen. Now write the text. You can also change the color of your text, but I would keep it white for now, because we are going to make it transparent anyway. In case you do not see the inspector section, you have also a button here to activate or deactivate it. You can also increase it or decrease it. You can also change the size, tracking, light spacing and other parameters, but you don't have to worry at the moment about the size because you will be changing that in the edit page. In this video, I will not be explaining the details of how the Fusion works and how these nodes behave. I will only focus on creating this effect. What we need to do next is to connect the text to the background and also background to the media out. Now you can see we've got a text but a transparent background. Just for your reference, each node has got inputs and outputs. The triangles here are always inputs, and this white square is always output of the node. To make the text transparent and background black, we need to click on the background, go to the inspector and select the settings icon. You will see this apply mask inverted and you can click on it. That will create the transparent background. This is all what we need to do in the Fusion page, so we can go to the edit page to finalize our settings. While inside the edit page, go to the file we have created, select it, drag it to the timeline above the video. If you are enjoying this video, please take a moment and consider subscribing to this channel for more tutorial videos on DaVinci Resolve. And let's continue now. Click on the text and you can adjust any parameters in the inspector, mainly under the transform section. For instance, you can change size, position, rotation, pitch and yaw. Let's click here and you can see we have transparent background. Now let me increase the size. As you can see, we are increasing the size. However, we can also change the size either horizontally or vertically. You can see this chain icon. When you unclick it, you can now change the size this direction, or you can increase the size that direction. You can also apply the fade in and fade out effect by clicking on these handles and move it to the right or to the left at the end. It always looks better with the fade in and fade out effect because you can really transition it from the video to the text in a smooth way, as you see. You can also use the keyframes here to animate the text, for example using the dynamic zoom. However, I will not be covering keyframes in this video. So this new video inside the text effect can be applied all the time to other parts of your video. Just go to the media pool area, select it and drag and drop it to your timeline. And then adjust the parameters within the transform section. You can also copy the text which you used previously by using the Alt key on your keyboard and drag and drop it to your preferred location. However, if you wish to change the text or text font, you have to do it again in the Fusion page. You can access it by selecting the text, right-click on it, and select the Open in Fusion page option. That will bring you to the Fusion page. You will select the text, and now you can change the text which you prefer, and also you can change the font. In DaVinci Resolve 17, now you can see the previews of the text. When you move the pointer above the text, you can see the outcome here, which can make your work really efficient. And again, go to the edit page, and now you can change your parameters in the transform section in the inspector. This Fusion title can be used both in DaVinci Resolve 16 and 17. It is exceptionally reliable and flexible method and works perfectly. You can do smooth transition from video to text, but also quick cuts with multiple words. This is the best method and I've been using this for more than 1 year. First, find the video clip and place it into your timeline. Next step will be to open the FX library and go to the titles, and under the Fusion title you have background reveal. Select it and drag it onto your timeline on top of your video. You can see here that the video inside the text is already created here. You can increase the duration of the title. You don't need to use fade in and fade out effects here, because this is a built-in title and it's already keyframed like this. Click on the text and adjust the parameters in the inspector here. Click on the video section, and underneath you have 2 tabs, title and settings. Under the settings in the transform section, you can change the zoom. If you also click this chain, you can change the zoom vertically or horizontally. You can change the position, angle. You have a lot of options like pitch and yaw. Under the title tab, you can also change in this edit page text. You can change the font. And what is interesting in DaVinci Resolve 17, which is also a very efficient way of working, when you put pointer over each text, it changes automatically in the viewer here. You can increase the size, also you can change the tracking, which is the gap between letters. If you are using more than 1 line, you can increase or decrease the line spacing. When you scroll down, you can also change the background. If you want to make more changes than this, you can still do it, but you need to go to the Fusion page. Click on the text, right click and open in Fusion page. As you can see, there are several nodes or collection of nodes underneath this node, so double click on it to open it. Now click on the text. Click on the text here in the inspector and it opens a lot of options. For example, under the text tab, you can change the text, font, color, spacing, light spacing, tracking. You can go to layout where you can change the background. You can also go to shading and change the shading to different levels. Basically, you have a lot of options here. You just need to play with it and find the best option for you. This technique is only available in DaVinci Resolve 17 and it is a software built-in title. I'm convinced that this is the easiest, quickest and most efficient way to apply the video in the text. It works well to transition from video to text, but not when changing words with sharp cuts, because there is that built-in fade in and fade out effect. However, this could be easily adjusted in the Fusion page. Within the text node keyframes and also the keyframe stretcher node. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.